Welcome to the Pop Up Pod, your behind the scenes pass into the world of pop up markets. Join us as we chat with vendors, artisans, and entrepreneurs, bringing unique goods and fresh ideas to life, one pop up at a time. Okay. Okay. Well, hello, Orlando. It's Melissa with Orlando Local Makers, and today is Pop Up Pod Day. And we are here at the Whippoorwill Beer House and Easy Luck Coffee and Bodega, which is one of our newest venues that we're super excited to be popping up at. And today I am joined with
Marcia from True Amor, the Love Gift Boutique. Thank you so much for having me here.
I'm so excited for you to be here. I know you have such an amazing story. And Marcia is one of our vendors who started popping up with us
in August 2024.
So pretty recent.
Yes.
And if you haven't seen them pop up with us or at any other event around town, you are truly missing out. No pun intended. We will dive deep into her business and how it got started and a little bit about her and her family. But first, if you haven't noticed, we love to do icebreakers. So, my icebreaker question for you today is, if you could have coffee with any celebrity who is still with us or not,
Okay.
who would it be and why?
Okay. Well, for me, it would be two persons. For me, it would be Mother Teresa and Robin Williams.
Wow, two very different people.
I know, but in very different ways. They both impacted so many people's life with so much love and kindness and joy. So for like Mother Teresa, like more of because of her selfless love and acts of kindness, and Robin Williams through laughter. So I think I connect with them in a very beautiful way because I've always known that I was born to serve and to give love. So they inspire me a lot. And if I could be with them having a coffee, much needed coffee to start the day, I think I would ask Mother Teresa mainly how she kept her faith and her mission, although all the suffering around her, and how she didn't lose focus and always acted with so much kind and love in everything she did. And Robin Williams, how the world would have helped him because we need so much more of him.
Right.
And if
He
we
brought
could
so
have
much joy
done
to us,
exactly
right?
what we could have done for him, so he could still be here, and what we can do for other people that struggle, how he struggled, so they can keep in this world, giving us so much love and laughter.
And I think, the answers you've just given really kind of flow into what you're doing now and how you're providing joy and happiness
Yes.
to all of those that encounter you.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit about your background, kind of what you did before True Amor, how you got to True Amor, how you got to Orlando Local Makers, how this kind of all came to be?
Yes.
What's your story?
It's a lot. And I talk a lot, so if I am talking too much, please let me know. Well, we're my husband and I, Manny. We're parents to Beatrice. We adopted Beatrice when she was 4 years and a half. She is the reason of our life. I believe that I've always known that I was born to give love. I've always known that I wanted to be a mother through adoption. I've always known that I want to serve. So I've never known my purpose where I have to be, but I know the feeling that I want to feel and what I want to give. So having that in mind, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a lawyer. I became a lawyer in Puerto Rico. I worked with a company that served public housing properties. I always like to work with people that I could give perspective, love, and I could help out. So that population was amazing to work with. I learned a lot and grew a lot. In the process, Manny had a health scare, and we ended up here in Celebration, Florida, where we moved to, looking for ways to assist him in his health process. And then we decided to stay. And I believe that maybe it's a cliche, but everything happens for a reason.
I agree.
And God knows, like, sometimes we see things like as a piece of the puzzle, we're not understanding the outcome.
Mhm.
And we have to understand that each piece has to go and has to pass the way it did in order to be able to enjoy the full picture at the end. Manny, I remember when we had Nanny's scare, his cancer scare, I was devastated because he's such an amazing
Sure.
human being. He's a person of light, of love, of
He's your
laughter.
partner. And yeah.
Exactly. And we just adopted Beatrice, and I was like, we are creating a family and giving her something that we want to give her and she wants to have. And I don't want to, go through something that she has to lose that again. So, but then I understood that that was what brought us here to Orlando. Where in the process that we started here, we went through another very hard process, but we had to be here in order to go through it in the best way possible. So everything brought us to being here. In that same process, we started reflecting, what are we doing? Are we connected with ourselves? Is this our essence? We want to live our life with intention and
Mhm.
purpose, because everything right now is so hectic and so rapid, and we're making decisions business wise or professional wise because of economical stability,
Right.
and that's not who we are.
Right.
So when we moved and went through that process, we decided that we would start evolving ourselves, doing self reflection, connecting again with us, each one
Yeah,
in
kind of
their
that
own
whole
way.
living to work, working to live, right? Which way do
Exactly.
you want to guide and
Exactly.
develop?
And then, having that on mind, Manny loves, his dream job is working at a farm with plants. For me, I love creativity, I love giving and serving and love. And one day I was in Facebook Marketplace and I saw a flower business for sale. And I saw True Amor, which was a business that I already loved and admired so much. It was created by an amazing woman called Susana. She had a gift boutique, and then she came up with the idea of doing a flower truck.
Mhm.
And I already had seen them in celebration.
Mhm.
And I was like, Manny, this is my dream job. I just want to sell flowers and give some love through them. And he was like, okay,
I
I
love
can
this.
see you doing that.
Yeah.
He usually is the conservative one. I'm the total risk taker. And when he saw it, he was like, call her. And I was like, the amount of the cost of the business is what we have on our savings. So everything would go into it. And he was like, I think this is happening for a reason. If it goes through, let's do it. I was so amazed and so excited. We were at the airport and I called her and she was like, call me back at this time. I think it was 4 o'clock, so we can talk. And that was like 15 minutes before we departed.
Oh gosh.
And I talked to her. The connection was instant. And I told her, I'm going right now to travel to, the birth of my niece, which was very important to me. But please give me the break for me when I get back to complete the transaction. And she was like, okay, I feel like you're the person. I told her, I know this is your baby,
Hmm.
and you made the decision of doing other things with your lives.
Right.
But we have gone through the process of giving love to something that is already here, like our
Mhm.
daughter, and she's our biggest blessing. We will take your baby to another level and we will care for him, the best way possible. And it was like meant to be. Everything that she built was like, I felt that it was meant to be for us. And I'm
Yeah.
so grateful for her because she put her heart and soul into it. And I can feel
it's
it.
so fitting too.
I know. And then we bought the business, no experience at all in that industry. We threw ourselves a leap of faith.
It's
And
the best way.
I know. And it has been crazy, beautiful, chaotic, amazing, learning all the process. And the biggest blessing has been the community that we're building. Like our first event was with you guys. And I was so scared. I had so much insecurity that
Oh
day.
my
I was
gosh.
like from handling the iPad with the POS system and everything. I've never done that before.
Right.
And when I met you guys at the Art After Dark in Lake
Mhm.
Nona, I felt, I was like, wow, this is where I want to be,
Yeah.
because there were you, the other vendors, humble people, amazing, hardworking people, a beautiful community. You made us feel so welcomed in the process. I was like, yeah,
It's your
this is a
vendor family.
confirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the confirmation that we are where we have to be and meeting the most amazing people and creating the most beautiful community. So we're here, excited, ready to keep on growing and giving everything so we can bring joy, love to every home.
I love it.
Yeah.
And so, on your flower truck and on some of your packaging, I've noticed that you sometimes stamp or have inspirational quotes.
Hmm.
Can you kind of share some of the quotes that you
Yes.
have? And did they come from somewhere special or?
It's funny because when I was young, I had a notebook just to write quotes. And that's one of my ways to keep myself positive. I'm a
Mhm.
very intentional person. I like to put my energy into solutions, into things that I can make grow, or I can take to another level to help and also fill others with energy.
Mhm.
So that has always been one of my ways of keeping myself in that vibe. And when we bought the truck, it already had the quotes that it,
It did.
the ones that are in the wrappings. But then when we started the business, I told Manny, True Amor is not a business, it's a lifestyle.
Mhm.
So that's what we want to project. It's a lifestyle that we are living from our home and giving others the opportunity to live it the same way,
Mhm.
adapting it to themselves because we all have different lives and different styles.
100%.
And
Well,
we
and that's also the
started.
beauty of customizing a flower bouquet,
Mhm.
right? I
That's
mean,
what
some
we know.
flowers might not work for me, but they work for someone else. It's
It's
really custom to your home, to your world, to your
Mhm.
lifestyle.
And the most beautiful part is to see everyone, like each person,
Yeah.
select their flowers, how they connect with them, and
Mhm.
putting them together for them. It's like magic.
Right.
And the quotes, we decided because we want to live our lifestyle. We have around 25 quotes that we haven't yet put in different. We want to. We're also a
Okay.
boutique, so we want to also bring other items. But everything is in Spanish and English. Our roots are from Puerto Rico. That's our
Mhm.
main language, and we don't want to lose that. That's
No,
important for us.
absolutely not.
So we have a few quotes that we will be also popping out soon. One of them, it's related to everything. It's related to positivity, buena vibras, accepting you the way you are with your thorns, and it's
Mhm.
okay. We all have thorns.
We all
We just
have
have to
thorns.
embrace them. We just have to focus on our strengths and our debilities, recognize them so we can work on them. So everything it's around that vibe of intention, passion, giving, loving, and growing.
And embracing who you are,
Hmm. Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
So I know we're kind of already talking about some of this, but every time we meet, your positive energy and calm spirit really radiate around you. And I've said this time and time again, even when you leave a voice memo on our Instagram account, it's just like I'm sure my aura ring said I was stressed before, and then if I looked at it during your message, it probably showed I was in like a restorative state.
That's
No
amazing.
matter
That
what
means
you're
the world to
saying.
me.
You can say, "Oh, I can't do that event," or "Oh, that would be amazing." Whatever you're saying, it's just such a the way that you communicate
Thank you.
is intentionally so calming.
Thank you.
Um, is there a secret behind that? Is it just we all have a history and a story, and maybe that's just kind of how things developed?
Hmm.
Was there an inspiration that kind of guided you that direction?
There's a lot. It's a big combination of a lot of things. I think primarily it's the love that I have received in my home.
Mhm.
My parents have always been so amazing, so loving, and I never felt not loved, not accepted, not cherished. And having grown in that soil has And knowing also, I exposed myself to helping others in different communities and places. When I got out to the world, to the real world, and understood that I was so blessed,
Mhm.
I understood that my power was to be able to make others feel the same way that I felt growing up, because it makes all the difference in
It
life.
does.
Just feeling seen,
Mhm.
feeling love,
Oh my gosh, feeling
feeling,
seen.
I know, and validated and heard, because sometimes we just need someone to listen to us.
And I don't think everyone always understands those different concepts
Mm-hmm.
of feeling seen, feeling heard, and
Mm-hmm.
what that actually looks and feels like.
Exactly. And just the way we
Until
are
you,
with
right.
everything, with our story. And I've been, and recently I've been through very, very, very tough processes. But it's crazy because I see them as blessings. Because the way that I try to always see a challenge, no matter how hard it is not for what, not why am I going through this? It's for what and how I can
Right.
grow from it. So and I see also that every challenge is an opportunity for me to have testimony to help others, because if I could go
Yes.
through it, I can help you go through it too, and you
Well,
have
and
the
we don't
courage to
grow
do it.
unless we go through these challenges. You know,
Exactly.
growth comes from the fear and from the struggle and from the hard times, whether it's
Exactly.
physical, emotional, if your family, it's
Literally.
yourself. I mean, that's how we break through those ceilings.
Where we are uncomfortable, where we have
That's where
fear,
you have
is
growth.
where we have to be, because
Yep.
we have to grow,
Right.
just like plants.
Things don't change unless you change something.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, I think it's mainly a decision. It's putting the focus and energy in what I can control,
Just
and
great
don't take
advice.
things personally.
Yeah.
Everyone has a story,
Yes.
and instead of judging people, trying to understand them
Hmm.
and help them, provide them the love so they can take that part away that it's not helping them grow, and giving them what they need, the nourishment, so they can grow in the most beautiful way.
Well, I am so grateful for you. I am grateful
Me
that
too
you
for you
found
guys.
Orlando
No.
Local Makers.
Yes.
I'm grateful that you found True Amor and that you and your husband have found this new passion
Yes.
that is allowing you to share that love not only with your family but with our community
Yes.
and beyond.
And I want to say to all the vendors, you have to work with Orlando local makers. They're the best team. Melissa and Jessica, you feel so seen, so welcomed, so loved, so valued. And at the end of the day, being part of a community that is, that's the soil, that's the nourishment, is where you want to grow and where you want to be. So I just wanted to say that, and I'm so thankful for you guys. You don't understand how much you have impacted our lives.
Thank you for joining
Really.
us today for
Thank
our
you.
podcast and for, taking a look at the new venue that we have here. And
Yes.
in case you didn't notice, we have several different styles of flower
Yes.
bouquets set up around us, just as a little example of when you encounter the beautiful True Amor pink flower truck. You can create so many different options, and they have the
Mhm.
eucalyptus and many different flower assortments.
Yes.
So grateful for you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
thank you
for
for
having
joining
me.
us.
Many blessings to all, and thank you for listening.